My name is India, and welcome to a little vlog. I have a list of books that I want to get to fairly quickly, and I'm hoping that this weekend I can dedicate some time to reading them. But first, let's talk about some books that I just finished. I just finished reading Victorian Psycho by Virginia Fieto. This is about a governess who is out. She's out to just get people, and not for any particular reason, but it's the tagline is that she's this bloodthirsty governess in Victorian England. So that was a very thrilling read. I really enjoyed my time with it, and yeah, it comes out I think February 2nd or something. So highly recommend it. It was pretty short. The writing was very quick. I just really enjoyed it. I also finished listening to the audiobook of The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. I'm making my way through the Raven cycle, and I loved it. I loved it a lot. I think I like The Dream Thieves more than the Roper-Moyes. I think exploring Ronan was really interesting. Getting to know more about the boys was fantastic. One of the new characters that came up was very interesting, and yeah, I just liked it a lot. Where are you going? So let's talk about some books I'd like to get to. I'm not gonna get to all of these, obviously, because there are like 7. And I just would like to maybe finish 1 or 2 because there are some short ones, and start one of the bigger ones. First, we've got some books that I own that are on my bingo board for winter. So it's like around the time that I should be getting to them. So first we have Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This is a sci-fi cozy, very character driven. And then I have Childhood by Tova Ditlevsen, which is part of the Copenhagen trilogy, which is all about girlhood, friendship, especially this particular installation of the trilogy. So one of these I'd like to start or get to. I think this is the one that I'm gonna start first, but it is the chunkier, I mean, it's not very chunky, but it is the bigger book of the books that I have to read. Then I have some books checked out from work. I'd like to get to 2 of them. 2 of the shorter ones would be real nice. We have All Systems Red by Martha Wells. This is the first book in the Murderbot Diaries. I've heard really good things about this series. Everyone at work loves it, so I want to give it a try. Do you want to read it too? Come on. Then I have In Memoriam by Alice Wynne. This is another beloved book at the bookstore, but I started reading it and got a chapter in and really liked the writing style, but then other things just took priority. So I'd like to get to this. The lighting in this video the lighting in this clip is questionable. I'm gonna wait for Hecate to do her thing. Okay. Another book that I picked up is The Hour of the Star. Look at this cover. Oh, please don't eat the buttons. No. The Hour of the Star by Clarice Lispector. I've been meaning to get to Clarice Lispector for a while, and this is one that just popped up and caught my attention, and I think this is the last book that she wrote. And yeah, just very interested in this one. Then we have We Ride Upon Sticks by Quan Berry. Like most people, I heard about this book from Books and Lala. It's like one of her favorite books. This is about a like field hockey, like girls field hockey team that makes a deal with the devil. So yeah, look at that. Want to get to this. And then a book that I knew nothing about and then just saw on the shelves and was like, this looks right up my alley, is a graphic novel like collection called Dates, an anthology of queer historical fiction stories. Look at that. And yeah, it's just like some little graphic novel stories. I think this is one that I can definitely get to this weekend and like dip in and out of. Yeah, no. So that's what I'm going to be reading. I will also be knitting and showing you knitting things throughout this vlog because that's what I do. And yeah, I'm gonna probably knit a little bit, watch some YouTube before I need to head to work today. Oh, Eleanor says hello. It's after work. I did a load and some cleaning, or like brought a load from the old place to the new place, did some cleaning at the old place, and yeah. What do you think, Eleanor? And I thought that I was going to start The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, but I think I'm actually feeling like starting In Memoriam and like restarting that. So I'm gonna sit and read for a little bit, get some pages read, maybe start a little timer, who knows. But yeah, this one I think just wants to cuddle, so I will do that with her.
And so I'm doing that right now. I, as always, have overestimated my skills in speed reading. I am on page 79 of In Memoriam by Alice Wynne. Really liking it. I can also tell that it's going to make me very sad. It's already very emotional, and the connection between these boys is just a lot. I don't think I told you what this is about. It is set during World War I and follows these boys. Anyway, follows these boys who meet at their very posh school, and their relationship, their connection, especially as one of them enlists, and we get letters. It's beautifully written. I'm really enjoying it. I mean, enjoy is a strong word because it's also really sad, but it's like quite readable, and I'm liking that element of it. I don't think it's gonna pass the Bechdel test, which is fine, but it's just like a cast of essentially all boys. An epic love story amidst the brutalities of war. So yeah, I might go pick up that graphic novel collection and just read that right now, instead of starting this next chapter, because I would like to have read one small thing this weekend. What do you think, Eleanor? What should I do? She doesn't care. What do you think? So yeah, we'll see what I do. I don't know yet.
updates for you, and I thought I would do them now while my water is boiling for my tea. First of all, I finished reading Dates, an anthology of queer historical fiction stories. This was okay. I didn't find that there was like a lot of stories that I really liked, or like I found the art for most of them was just okay, but I am going to continue with the series. There are 2 more volumes. So when I take this back to work, I'm going to pick up one of the other 2 volumes. I also finished, I didn't mention books that I'm reading for work, but the 6th graders that I work with are reading The First Rule of Punk, and they just finished that, which is super exciting. So that is done, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. I just think that it was so good, and in terms of books that children, especially like middle school age kids, read for school, I thought it was like very rich and very fantastic. I'm just putting salve on my cuticles because they're really dry. It's been really cold. We got some snow yesterday, but we were hoping for a snow day this week. I mean, I guess we could still get one, but unlikely. The other book that I'm reading for work is Piecing Me Together. That's what the 8th graders are reading. And this is my 2nd time reading it. So it'll count for a reread. That's good. And it is, I didn't tell you what The First Rule of Punk is about. The First Rule of Punk is about Malu, who is a half Mexican girl moving from Gainesville, Florida to Chicago, and she feels like she's leaving everything behind, even though she doesn't really have any friends in Florida. She really is just leaving behind her dad, who she really connects with because they both love punk. He owns a record store, and she feels like he gets that side of her that maybe her mom doesn't understand. So she moves to Florida, and she's at this school that is like predominantly Mexican and Mexican American students. And it is about her standing up for what she believes in terms of like who she is, and being like a strong advocate for herself. So that's great. And then Piecing Me Together is about Jade, who lives in Portland, and she is a Black young woman who goes to this very fancy private school on scholarship, where she is around predominantly white students and like faculty, and it's about all these opportunities that she's given because she is because of her race and her gender and her socioeconomic background, is like what is the word that I'm thinking of? The target, I guess, of a lot of assumptions about what those things mean for her and her life and her future. So it's about her standing up for herself and making art and doing what she loves, which is collaging, and she loves school and Spanish. Anyway, we're in the kitchen now. You can hear the kettle. I'll turn it off. I'll turn it off in a moment. Let me sit. The other thing I'm reading is In Memoriam, and I am about 260 pages through this. I'd like to finish this by Sunday. I'm really loving this. I didn't have a doubt that I wouldn't, or I didn't doubt that I would, but it's just that good. I think I've already talked to you what this is about. 2 boys they love each other, and they're both on the front or like involved in World War I in various ways and various circumstances. And it's kind of brutal. This book is kind of brutal, but I can't put it down. I'm like reading it on my breaks and loving it. And yeah, trying to get it done by Sunday because that's when I go into work. And I'd like to. I haven't decided if I want to buy this yet. I don't think I do. I do love it, but I don't think, I'm trying not to like acquire too many new things. Even though, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'd like to get this done by Sunday, and I think I can do that. So yes, I'm gonna get my cereal, because that's what I eat for breakfast. Get my tea, and do my normal things before I have to head into work. Good morning. I'm ready to close out this vlog. Yesterday I finished reading In Memoriam by Alice Wynne, and it was great. I didn't expect my opinions on it to change very much, but I thought it was fantastic. I felt pretty satisfied by the ending, and I don't know, I think it just was a really well done book, and I would highly recommend it if you're someone who likes and like can tolerate reading about like war and battle and just like the grossness of the front. Anyway, so I finished that, and I finished Dates, and I finished First Rule of Punk, and then a book that I didn't tell you about because I was listening to it on audiobook on my commute. I'm gonna fix this because I don't like that it's going that way. Is Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Plett. This is a book about a older woman who is working for an aquarium as their like cleaning lady, and she befriends the octopus there, whose name is Marcellus, and we get perspectives from Marcellus, and we get perspectives from the older woman Tova, and we get perspectives from this young man, Cameron. Wanted to call him like 5 other names. Young man Cameron, who is a little bit down on his luck, never has been up on his luck, and is trying to find his dad. It was a really solid listen, really solid read. I enjoyed it. I had been recommended it by many like patrons at the bookstore that I work at. So why do I call them patrons? They're customers. There we go. Ow, I just got bit. Anyway, that's the end of this vlog. Thank you so much for joining me today. whenever you are watching this. And let me know if you've read any of these books, if you're interested in any of these books, and what you're reading at the moment. And I will see you when I see you.